Tammy Slaton secretly married several days ago. As you all know, Tammy Slaton is one half of the dynamic duo featured on the TLC reality show, 1000 lb Sisters. Known for her candid personality and struggle with obesity, Tammy has captured the hearts of viewers and inspired many with her weight loss journey. But she recently got married secretly, which she didn't want to bring before the media. But today she told everyone about her secret marriage, who is her new husband, how long ago she got married, how much money her husband earns. We will know all that after a while. Because before that I want to tell you another important thing. Amy Slaton sparks marriage rumors after adopting Brian Levorn's last name. 1000 lb Sisters star Amy Slaton has hinted at a major development in her whirlwind relationship with boyfriend Brian Scott Levorn, and it may involve an off-camera wedding. Known for her emotional weight loss journey alongside sister Tammy Slaton, Amy has experienced dramatic life changes in recent years, from motherhood to divorce and now possibly remarriage. Amy Slaton's road to love and controversy. After undergoing bariatric surgery and losing over 120 pounds, Amy fulfilled her dream of becoming a mother. She married Michael Halterman in 2019, and the couple welcomed two sons, Gage and Glenn. However, their relationship deteriorated, leading to a public split in 2023. Amy introduced her new partner, Brian, during season 7 of 1000 lb Sisters, sparking criticism from fans who felt the romance was progressing too fast. Despite skepticism, Amy and Brian's relationship has continued to flourish, and her latest reveal might be the biggest surprise yet. A spooky proposal and secret wedding? Amy met Brian at a 2024 park concert, where their connection began slowly but quickly deepened. After just 5 months of dating, Brian proposed in a haunted house in Henderson, Kentucky, using a Gothic-style skeleton ring, a nod to their mutual love of all things spooky. The pair even adopted a pet snake, playfully referring to it as their baby. Amy reportedly planned a Halloween-themed wedding at a haunted asylum, a decision that sparked tension with sister Tammy, who felt the venue had negative energy and refused to attend. While it's unclear if the wedding venue was changed or the ceremony took place, Amy's latest social media activity hints at a big update. Amy Levorn? Name change fuels speculation. Recently, Amy shared a post celebrating her first art sale, writing, "Thankful for Katie buying some of my art from me." But the real shock came in the comments where she wrote, "I'm in the works of a website. Be on the lookout for Amy Levorn Creations," seemingly revealing she's now using Brian's last name. This subtle change has fans buzzing with speculation that Amy and Brian are already married, possibly off-camera and time to keep the surprise for an upcoming season. Why Amy might be keeping it quiet? Given her contract with TLC, Amy is likely bound by a non-disclosure agreement, preventing her from confirming a marriage before it airs. Still, adopting Brian's surname publicly could be a major giveaway. While Amy seems happy, many fans remain concerned. Viewers have pointed out red flags in her relationship with Brian and worry that she may be rushing into another commitment too soon. After a difficult divorce and ongoing co-parenting challenges, supporters hope Amy's new relationship is built on trust, stability, and genuine love. Tammy Slaton faced her fears and emerged stronger than ever. Before 1000 lb Sisters star Tammy Slaton underwent her transformative facelift and skin removal surgery, she was filled with anxiety. While her goal was to tighten her skin after losing over 500 pounds, she was also saying goodbye to the woman she had grown used to seeing in the mirror. Change, especially so drastic, can be just as emotional as it is physical. Tammy has always wrestled with self-esteem. One day she might feel confident and proud, the next she could be crushed by a cruel comment online. But here's what often goes unsaid. Tammy was already beautiful before surgery. After her dramatic weight loss, she embraced fashion, makeup, and new hairstyles with joy. Though she had loose skin, what truly stood out was the peace and light in her eyes. After years of pain, frustration, and self-sabotage, Tammy finally started to see the woman she'd fought so hard to become. Now, with skin removal complete, she faces another kind of transformation. Anxious before the knife. Facing her biggest fear. Despite her fame and tough exterior, Tammy is still deeply human and deeply vulnerable. Before going in for surgery, she spoke openly about her fear, her eyes brimming with tears. It wasn't her first major surgery, but the skin removal felt different. It was more intense, more permanent, and somehow even more personal. The night before my surgery I was seriously freaking terrified, Tammy admitted. I was even more nervous about having skin removal surgery than I was for the sleeve gastrectomy, because they're actually cutting the whole belly. The procedure lasted a grueling 8 hours. Surgeons removed 15 pounds of excess skin from her lower abdomen, chin, and arms. The recovery was anything but easy. Wound drainage, painful incisions, and extreme fatigue all followed. And for someone like Tammy who already had a complicated relationship with mobility, the recovery period could feel like a step backward emotionally, even as her body healed physically. A hard-won transformation. Tammy's journey has never been simple. At one point she weighed over 700 pounds. Being that heavy came with more than just physical discomfort. It opened the door to constant judgment and public ridicule. But now, at about 225 pounds, Tammy is unrecognizable from her former self. Her bone structure is more defined, her features sharper, but the transformation runs deeper than the surface. Despite her progress, trolls continue to nitpick her appearance. Some bash her for skin texture, others for her teeth, whatever they can weaponize to tear her down. And the worst part? Tammy feels it. Even after achieving what so many thought was impossible, she's still made to feel not good enough. Where does the journey end? There's a bigger question here. One that many women, especially those in the spotlight, must confront. When is enough enough? Tammy had every reason to undergo skin removal surgery. It wasn't about vanity. It was about comfort, health, and finally feeling at home in her own body. But what if the weight comes back? What if more surgery is needed? These are fears that live in the back of her mind. But maybe, just maybe, Tammy's transformation is complete. Tammy has done enough. Now it's time to live. If Tammy feels happy when she looks in the mirror, that's what counts. Her new look is closer to the ideal she may have once filtered online. But even icons like Marilyn Monroe, celebrated for their beauty, struggled to find happiness within. True beauty is more than bone structure or perfect skin. Tammy knows that. She's fought depression, judgment, and physical pain. She's opened up about dark thoughts and personal breakdowns. And despite all that, she's still here. Still trying. Still shining. Tammy doesn't need makeup or fashion to be beautiful. These things can be forms of self-expression, not masks. Her worth isn't tied to her appearance or the approval of strangers on social media. She's already proven herself. Now she just needs to believe it. Let the healing begin. Post-surgery, the body takes time to adjust. Facelifts,